So welcome back to the channel. Okay, here we will be seeing the class 7th science lecture today. Okay, we will be seeing the first chapter of science, and this is the part 1 of the video where we will be seeing adaptation in plants. Okay, so the chapter name is the living world, adaptations and classifications. Okay, so what do you mean by adaptation? First I'll be explaining you all. Okay, here it is the definition for adaptation. Gradual changes occurs in the body parts and also in the behavior of the organism which help them to adjust to their surroundings. Such changes are called adaptations. They take place over a long period of time. Okay, so what do you mean by adaptation? Adaptation means ke if you can see that the camel is in the desert. Okay, so if the camel is in the desert, his legs will be different. Okay, and if a polar bear is in a polar region, he is staying in ice, he is having furry hairs on his body. Okay, and he can his paws are different from camel. Okay, his paws are different from camel. If the camel wants to run or walk on the ice, he just can't walk on the ice because he is made for deserts. Okay, and if this polar bear wants to stay in the desert, he will die because his body is not like that. Okay, now this is koala. Okay, this is koala, he stays in the forest. Okay, so whenever this bear will go to the forest, he can't resist there because he wants a cold environment. He wants a cold environment. Okay, the same thing that camel can't stay in the cold environment, he wants a hot climate. Okay, and this animal wants a intermediate climate. What do you mean by intermediate? Now intermediate means not too cold, not too hot. Okay, so adaptation means changing your body according to your environment. Okay, this is known as adaptation. For example, adaptation in humans का example हम ऐसे दे सकते हैं, as in like if there is winter season. Okay, we take out our woolen clothes, we take out all the clothes which are thick, and when the summer comes, we take out the t-shirts which are very thin, and we wear all the light clothes that can be wear in summer. So we ourselves change according to season. Okay, so that is known as adaptation. Okay, so first of all we will be seeing adaptation in plants in this video. So first, plants are aquatic plant. Now what do you mean by the word aquatic? Aquatic means water. Okay, whatever is in the water. Okay, that is known as aquatic. For example, if the plant is connected to the water, then it is aquatic plant. If the animal is connected to the water, then it is aquatic animal. Okay, so this word aquatic means water, and plant though you all know. Okay, so adaptation in aquatic plant. Some of the aquatic plants are firmly rooted in the soil at the bottom of the water bodies. Okay, what does this mean? You can see a lotus. A lotus is above the water, but its root is deep down the water, and where the water is finishing and the land is becoming hard, there is the root of the lotus. So the lotus, they are giving an example of lotus, that some plants have their root firmly rooted deep inside the water. Their stems are submerged while leaves and flowers float on the surface. Okay, what do you mean by stems now? Stems means if this is a flower. Okay, this is a flower and this is a stem. Okay, this is a stem and this is a flower. So what they are trying to say is that the stem is deep down the water. Okay, this is water, and the roots are also down the water, but the leaves and the flowers are above the water. Okay, However, some plants are entirely afloat. What do you mean by afloat? They are deep down the water. They, not even the leaves, not even the flower, not even the root is above the water. Everything of that plant is deep inside the water. Their roots are not anchored in the soil. So you can see that their roots are not anchored in the soil. They are just okay, this one is the example for this. The root are just inside the water, they are not coming till the soil. So these are the example of afloated waters, okay, afloated plants. The surface of the leaves and stems of many aquatic plants are covered with waxy layer. Now this is an important thing. Why the plants, aquatic plants, their leaves and flowers are connected with waxy layers? Because whenever there is water on them, the water just do not stop on the leaf or the flower, it just flows down to the water again. Okay, so why does this happen? Because if the water is accumulated, leaves of some aquatic plants are thin and slender like a ribbon. Okay, some leaves of the plants are thin like ribbons. So you can see this example, the leaves are like a ribbon. Okay, now this shape helps them to withstand fast current of water. Okay, what do you mean? That if the water level is rising, okay, water level is rising here, then this type of leaves are what helping the plants to not get destroyed by the water. Okay, air spaces in the stems and petioles of aquatic plants are useful for floating in the water. Okay, these types of plants, their leaves are not so heavy, because if the leaves are heavy, they will just submerged in the water. So the leaves of aquatic plants are very light. So why we are studying about aquatic plants? Because the other plants are different from aquatic plants. Okay, so these type of plants want to stay near water or underwater, therefore they are having such characteristics. Okay, next is adaptation in desert plants. Okay, now you can see that this is a cactus. Okay, you all have seen a cactus in your personal life, or else you have all seen in it a photo. Okay, so what does a cactus looks like? It doesn't have any leaves. You all can see that there is no leaves in the cactus. So what is the reason that there is no leaf on the cactus? We will study now. Okay, desert plants are either leafless, or their leaves are like small needles, or have been modified into thorns. Okay, so they are leafless. First of all, they are leafless. Okay, they do not have leaves, or they have very small leaves, okay, or their leaves are in the form of thorn means kate. Okay, as a result, they have lose very little water by evaporation. Okay, so you can see that if the plant is having too much of leaf in it, then the plant evaporates the water through the leaves. Okay, the water is evaporated with the help of leaves in a plant. So these plants already don't have water because they are in a desert. Okay, so if there are leaves on a cactus, then all the water will get evaporated. Therefore this cactus wants to live in the desert, therefore they don't have leaves on them. Okay, the stem stores water and food, and this is therefore fleshy. Their stems of whatever plants we see in our daily life, their stems are really very thin. But when we see a desert plant, their leaves are their stem are very thick, because all the food is stored in their stem. Okay, the stems are green as they perform photosynthesis in the absence of the leaves. So we can see that all the plants we see in our daily life, the stems are brown, but the cactus is having a green stem, because this green stem itself perform photosynthesis. Now what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process of plant making their food. Okay, I'll be asking this question when I'll be taking the revision, so write it down if you have not written this. Their roots penetrate deep into the soil and some roots spread away into the soil in search of water. So okay, this is the soil and their roots are very deep and they penetrate. They just spread out like this so that they can search water in the desert. There is a thick layer of a waxy substance on the stem of these plants too. These plants also have a waxy substance, like they are slippery in the nature. So this was the difference between aquatic plant and desert plant. Next is our forest region. Okay, the forest region. Now what is the difference in the forest region? A variety of plant, trees, shrubs and herbs are found in the forest. Okay, now whenever we visit a forest, there is not only one type of plant. There are too much of big trees, there are too much of small trees, there are too much of plants, shrubs and many of the, you can see many variety of the plants in the forest. These plants compete amongst themselves for sunlight. Now what do they compete for? They compete for sunlight. यानी जो जितना बड़ा रहेगा उतना ज़्यादा उसको sunlight मिलेगा. This is the reason why the big plant becomes more bigger, because it is getting the sunlight more. Okay, it is getting the sunlight more, and the small plant is getting low sunlight. The small plant is getting low sunlight because it is down, and the bigger plant is getting more sunlight because it is up. Okay, hence trees grow tall to get sunlight, and climbers and vines grow to great height with the support of the trees. Now you can see that this is a tree and this is surrounded with a climber. Now what is a climber? A plant which is not having a very hard stem. Because of that, it needs support of other plants to grow higher. Okay, spring-like tendrils on the stems of some climbers is an example of adaptation. So you can see that spring-like structure becomes on each and every tall plant. That is known as what? Climbers. They climb because they don't have that strength in their own stem to grow tall. Therefore, they climb the tall plants. Okay. Next is adaptation in plant in snowy region. Okay, if you all have visited Kashmir, Manali or any snowy region, you would have seen that this type of trees are very much there. You also know this tree is also known as Christmas tree. You must have all have seen this. Okay, but its name is Deodar tree. Okay, now what is the reason that there are this type of trees in snowy regions and not in our locality? Why? In what way are the sloping branches useful for the plant in the region? Plants of snowy regions mainly include conifers like deodar and pine. These trees are conical in shape due to their sloping branches. In the heavy snowfall and extreme cold in these regions, their conical shape prevents the snow from accumulating on the tree, and the thick bark helps to tree withstand the cold. Okay, why is the reason that these plants are like this? Okay, what is the reason for this is that when the snow falls, okay, when the snow is falling from the sky, the snow accumulates here. मतलब यहाँ पे snow जमा हो जाता है. The snow accumulates here, and because of this slope ना, the snow falls down on this slope. Okay, and again this happened because of the slope. This snow falls down here, and after it falls down on the ground. So because of this slope na, the snow doesn't accumulate on the tree and it falls on the ground. Because of that, if the snow is getting submerged here, if the snow is getting accumulated here, then the green color will be we can't see the tree as green. The tree will become white, and because of its white color, photosynthesis cannot be processed. So if the photosynthesis is not done, the plants would not get the food, and if the plant is not getting food, they will die. So therefore their shape is like this, so that they can live a longer life. So this was the adaptation in the plant session. In next video we will be watching the adaptation in animals. Okay, thank you so much everybody for watching this video till end. I hope you have understood everything. अगर आपको कुछ भी डाउट है तो आप नीचे कमेंट करके बता सकते हैं, और स्टे ट्यून फॉर द पार्ट 2 ऑफ दिस वीडियो जिसमें हम पढ़ेंगे एडेप्टेशन ऑफ एनिमल्स. ओके, इफ यू हैवंट सब्सक्राइब अवर चैनल टिल नाउ, push the subscribe button and help us grow. Thank you for watching the Smart Box.